Hey guys, how's it going? We're out here with another boat video at the old house right now. It's a little cooler over here during this time of day. But today, I'm gonna be working on building some doors, or hatches, I guess you call them. Build some hatches for where the chairs are gonna sit. And I'm gonna do it in a little bit of an unconventional way. I think you guys are gonna like it though. This is gonna be my top board, right? Real thin, right? Pretty flimsy even. I don't know if this is gonna be great, but I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be really good actually. Because this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this, and I'm gonna cut two 19 by 15 pieces. And here in a second, we're gonna go down to the shop and cut us up some real thin 1x2s. They'll probably be like 1/2 by 2s, but they got to be at least 2 inches long. But anyway, I'll meet you guys there. So anyway, I went down there and it's pretty filthy, so I didn't want to have to show you guys that because it's freaking awful down there. But I'm gonna clean it up pretty soon. But anyway, we got this, and next all we need and all right, guys, so the mosquitoes there were eating me alive, but I think I got them done. I just, I said I went down to my shop there and got a 2x6, it might have been 2x8, but whatever, and cut them into these thin strips here. There's a couple nails that could probably be, whatever, but you know, the whole thing is, right, I'm going to use this real light door and I'm going to cover it in fiberglass, right? I just wanted a light structure because I think if I had done like, you know, real thick plywood and real thick outer things here, it would have been really heavy. And I don't want to put, you know, you want to put the least amount of stress possible on that fiberglass where the door is going to be swinging back and forth open. But yeah, let's take these over and see what they look like. All right, guys, here we are at the boat. The bigger one goes here, and the smaller one will go over around here. All right, so that actually turned out match up pretty good. Look at that. All right, so next I'll be coating this all in fiberglass, which I might just do the resin. I haven't decided yet. I think I need to do some fiberglass, but I don't have one of those roller things, and I didn't think it was too important for the floor, but it's probably not too important for this either, you know. You'd probably do it without one of them roller things. But anyway, I'm going to decide further. But it'll strengthen all this up, right? And since this is nice and lightweight, should just open like that, close like that, cover it in some nice marine carpet, and then put the chairs on, right? So this will probably be, I want to be exact, this will probably be like right here. I even made it to where it really just matches up with this front here, you know, instead of being back a little bit, which I probably could still do, but I think it's mainly because of the thickness of these sideboards. Yeah, we'll match it up with that. And yeah, just like that. Okay. And this will be able to open up. All right. And this will open this way with the chair on it. It'll open up like this. Imagine if I just use this. Oh man, it wouldn't even be able to hold the chair. But we're gonna fucking cover it in some fiberglass. And that one over there is gonna look pretty good. I brought them back a little bit further for structural support mainly, because you see how it's a little further back than this. Brought them back a little further for structural support and to just, you know, clean up the lines, make it look nice, and not just like be having all of this fiberglass showing like that. This whole thing will be nice and covered up, looking pretty. But anyway, I gotta run and get some fiberglass. I'll be right back. All right, guys, got the resin, got my doors, got my fiberglass mat here, and a roller, $5.99, and every pack of these was like $4 something or $5 something for just a 2-pack, but whatever, you know. Needed a roller, and I didn't want to wait for one of them aluminum ones to come in the mail, which I probably should have. I mean, Amazon's 1-day shipping, but anyway. Let's get right to it. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put a big square of fiberglass in here after soaking it down with resin, right? I'm gonna do the sides, and then the bottom side with just a strand like that. And then I'm gonna do a strand about that size going right into the crack there, right? And yeah, and then I'll do the back side pretty much the same way, big piece, and then pieces draped over the side, right? But this is kind of flimsy right now, but after we get that first layer, what I want to do is just do it by layers. So I'll do the probably the big square here after soaking this down, and that'll be our first step. So yeah, let's get right to it. Alright guys, I got the underside on both of them taken care of. A little bit heavier now as well, but I think I'm going to let that dry, and I don't know, think about it. Probably wouldn't let it dry. Let's check it this one. This one looks pretty good. This one turned out way better, I think. Oh, look at that. Nice and firm. Turned out pretty good. Right, so then that's just the underside. Once that all dries out real good, I might have to finish this up tomorrow because it's already starting to get dark, but once that dries out real good, I will I'll be able to do the tops. I think that turned out great. A couple of rough spots I didn't see. Probably didn't mean to happen. But this is the whole thing. Once these are all done, I'm going to sand them and cover them in carpet. So nobody's ever going to see, you know, really any of this. Except you guys, of course. I mean, you guys will see it. So that's pretty cool and everything. But yeah, those corners still a little wet. They're dry over here. By just the light hitting. But yeah, we'll sand all this down and everything, and let's see here. Yeah. Set that like that. And we'll get the top later on. I think we're gonna come back tomorrow, but tomorrow will be in like a half a second. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the tops tonight. So I got these two pieces of fiberglass here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cover the top with them, and go ahead and do that tonight and let it dry out. and then we'll finish the corners and everything tomorrow. Yeah, that's what we'll do. All right, so I'm gonna put y'all back on the timeline. All right, now there's the top. I know I didn't have enough fiberglass sheet or whatever to do it really, really good, but I think this is gonna hold up. And after it dries tonight, I think I'm gonna put another layer of the resin on there, and then I'll probably just stack like 2 more layers of resin on there. And yeah, I think those are gonna be pretty good, pretty sturdy. They're already heavier, probably about like 5 pounds heavier than they were before I started, but it's all gonna be good. Make sure this don't stick while it's drying, and we'll be good to go. But yeah, I guess next I'll be sanding it, and then we'll put some carpet on it. Next I'll be sanding it and putting more fiberglass on it, I guess. Probably let this set up. It's probably about 7:30 right now, maybe 8. So we'll be back out here tomorrow morning and see what it looks like. All right, here we are. A couple days later, I had some things I had to do yesterday and maybe the day before. I don't know. I've been really busy and it's been really hot. But anyway, these dried up pretty nicely. Did really good, really sturdy. What I'm gonna do now with it is I'm going to coat it in 2 more coats of paint. And what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off these corners. You see that? Because now that this fiberglass is on here, it's really sturdy, and really the nails that I put in to hold it all together in the beginning aren't even really needed anymore. So I'm going to take off these corners, kind of try to round them off. I'm going to do it with one first just to make sure I can, but try to round those off, and then I'm going to coat it in like, I don't even know, 2 or 3 more, probably until I'm out of fiberglass resin, because I don't have any more actual fiberglass, but I'm just going to coat it in a bunch of resin. And yeah, should be good to go. Anyway, I'll set you guys back on the time lapse and we'll get to work. All right, so as y'all saw there, I cut the corners off, and I got a little bit into it, which I expected, you know. So what I'm gonna do is take a little bit of fiberglass and round off those corners there, put some resin on it, and then I'm gonna just coat it and coat it and coat it in resin. And I'm not gonna do it to the other one, right? But I mean, if you look at it from the top, looks like a pretty nice door. I mean, I almost got those close to each other, you know. Like, it turned out okay. And it's still pretty sturdy, even though there's a big old hole and gap there. But this is all gonna be covered up, and as long as it's sturdy enough to put that seat on and sit on it and everything, that's all it needs to be, and opened up and everything, that's all it needs to be used for. So, and it won't be rotten. Like right after I finished these, the day after, it poured down raining day before yesterday, and they were holding water, so should be good to go. The corners are nice and good, and I coated everything in the fiberglass resin, so yeah. But anyway, I'm put you guys back on the time lapse and get these corners in. Let's get back to work. All right, guys, we got the tops of those painted. Got that one over there and this one here. And we're just gonna let it dry out. And I think after that dries out, we'll be ready to throw some carpet on it. So stay tuned for that. Be right back. All right, guys, it is the next day. Last night, I put the carpet on the doors, and I'm just getting them on there right now. I think they look pretty good. Let me know what you'll think there. I did a little crooked there, but you know, it looks pretty good to me. And it goes up and down, right? That's all that matters. Boom. All right, now we just got to work on this one over here, and yeah, I'm gonna probably put you guys on the time lapse, but just kind of give you all an update. I've been working on a bunch of other stuff. Something I couldn't fit in the video was working on this cylinder here. It was a mess, but we got it moving. So all I got left to do now is put this door on. And as you can see, it's just sitting there, but I made them larger so that it would cover up more of the green and kind of match with everything better and everything. So, but yeah, y'all comment, let me know what you think. I'm gonna get these on and then get the chairs on, but I'm gonna put it on a time lapse for you guys so y'all can see not really how I do this, because you probably won't be able to see anything from there, but see me do it anyway. And yeah, I just got to get that on and then start putting the chairs on, and those should be really easy. It's just 4 bolts. So anyway, yeah, here we go. Alright, now some of you guys might find this a little unorthodox, but I really couldn't think of any other way to get those holes aligned, for the chairs. So what I did is I took a white sheet of paper out of an envelope, obviously. I laid it on the bottom of the chair. I'll take you over here. Chair here. But I laid it on the bottom of the chair here, and I just traced over where those holes were on that piece of paper. I just scribbled on it, and what it did, it just made the outline of the holes right on the sheet of paper. So if you can think of any other better way to do it, I couldn't think of one, but here we go. I'm gonna put you guys back on the time lapse, and hopefully you guys are enjoying. Look, this door works. Look at that. Boom. Man, doesn't that look snazzy? Made it myself. Look at that. Just as strong as these doors, I'd say, maybe even stronger. But anyway, yeah, let's get back to it. All right, well, we got the seats in. Here we are back with the boat. I'm gonna put the cowling on, put the things down. The next video is gonna be us putting in the control cables. Almost everything done now. I think I'm gonna take it on the water on Thursday. So just gotta clean out the boat, give her a good hose down, put our other chairs in, you know, which the seat things are already in. But yeah. Got the chairs in here. Phone died before I got this one in, but I put it in pretty much the exact same way. I just made me a template. I think that was probably the best way to do it. Make yourself like a little template with paper and a pencil on the bottom of there. Pen didn't work for the second one very well, but it worked well enough. And yeah, these are working great. And close them down here. And they also work as a door. Look at that. And it doesn't hit the thing there at all. So yeah, I'm very happy with them. Very happy with these doors I made, and I hope you guys like that. I hope it's if y'all find it an easier way to do it too, because it might not be the right way or the perfect way or whatever. I was watching this guy, Boatworks Today, I think. He had a whole video. I mean, like, for me personally, because I'm not good with fiberglass, it would have taken me maybe a week, 2 weeks just to make the form, right? And then and then I'd have to have some kind of special spray in order to layer the fiberglass in, and then, you know, make a door out of the form. I didn't have all that stuff. So this is what I had. This is probably what you guys have if it's something that you guys you know, need to do to make a door or whatever. You know, I did it, and it works pretty well. I got these hinges from Lowe's, you know. Got these hinges from Lowe's. Yeah, okay. So I got these hinges from Lowe's, right? Got the screws from Academy Sports. It's like a aquatic screw thing, right? And they're like the same screws that were on these old hinges. It's like the exact same machine screws. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys like what I did with the boat, and you know, send me a like, send me a subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Later.